Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show, Raw Ring Report. Rest of the show, John Cena. Rock. What's up, Lee? I had a lot to say. So one-on-one against live Victoria. Tell it Dragon Lee. Man named Americano. But the confrontation that everybody wants to see. Seth Rollins, World Heavyweight Champion, on his wife. Intercontinental Champion. After today's confrontation, CM Punk and AJ Lee. Pro Wrestling Show started right here and now. Raw Ring Report. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Your host is always PG. Bad news on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation. Use the hashtag Pro Wrestling. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe and share. Tell a friend. Call a friend. Just subscribe because you won't miss a thing. We'll give you a round of applause. All right. Let's not waste no time. What's up? Let's get things started right here, right now with the Raw Ring Report. We kick things off with the leader of the C Nation right here to get off his chair. John Cena will be part of WrestlePalooza coming up this Saturday. We'll see WrestlePalooza. Don't forget we'll have the WrestlePalooza predict the outcome as well as review. So look forward to seeing that. Look forward to seeing you that weekend for that as well. Well, John Cena calling up Brock Lesnar. Went about Brock Lesnar a little incident he had with ripping his pan by R-Truth. See that on the SmackDown Ring Report. You want to keep up the tab. But John Cena made a clear and loud message that he vowed to get something out of Brock Lesnar. So get vengeance on Brock Lesnar. What Brock did to him at SummerSlam. But Brock came out of nowhere. F5 him. Brock Lesnar, John Cena's vow to defeat Brock Lesnar one-on-one for the final time at WrestlePalooza. We'll see if John Cena will be a man of word. We'll keep that going forward. Well, we'll get to a match right here that everybody was talking about tonight. That really didn't make no sense tonight. Former Women's Intercontinental Champion Liv Valkyria taking on former NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez one-on-one. And these two women battling out one-on-one. Good matchup from both women. But at the end right here, Roxanne lost to Lyra with Lyra using that maneuver that she likes to do, like a Falcon Arrow or something. And Lyra setting up the stage and getting the stage up that she did. And you saw right here, Bayley came out of nowhere. You thought Bayley was going to turn on Lyra. Bayley started hugging the ring announcers. Bayley started hugging anybody in sight. She even hugged Joe Tessitore, the Raw play-by-play guy. I gave him a hug. Everybody's kind of wondering what's going on with Bayley. Bayley on this hugging spree. Bayley, well, I was trying to see what was going on with Bayley. Bayley told her, get off my office. My Bayley playing Dr. Jekyll just to hide with people. So I don't know what's going on. Even Live were kind of a little bit shocked, perturbed that what's going on with Bayley, because Bayley's acting a little bit strangely and different than ever before. Like I said, we'll see. While I was Lyra, I will kind of keep my eye on Bayley, because Bayley's all over the place. Bayley might be Dr. Jekyll, Mrs. Hyde. She might be doing that for attention. Who knows what Bayley's gonna have going on? We'll have to wait and see that. Bayley showing her true colors and Bayley showing what she's all about. stuff. So uh, well, go to this right here. Penta. Penta was in action. Penta took on Kofi Kingston 1-on-1. Penta 0-0. Pent, you know who? Penta gets the win. Penta get the victory and stuff. And Penta, you see right here, we can show you right quick. Penta. 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 Oh, you know, um, all right, let me show you Penta right quick. All right, you saying when to act up. All right. You see right here, Penta pinning Kofi Kingston. You get the 1-2-3 Penta. Zero no fear. Penta making sure that he win over former tag team champion Kofi Kingston. Penta making sure he doing what he needs to do in order to get the 1-2-3 and stuff. Well, we go to another match right here. Not another match, but another segment, a full major segment right here. As you see right here, the mixed tag team match that will happen this Saturday at WrestlePalooza, as CM Punk and his wife AJ Lee making her return in nearly almost a decade, taking on Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins, who came right in between that same year, 2015, to fight both couples and stuff. They had that face to face, and Becky Lynch and AJ Lee did not hold back. AJ Lee didn't hold back one bit. She wanted to get her hands on Seth Rollins. She told Seth Rollins that Becky Lynch is nothing but you know what? Becky Lynch did not sell the suit till AJ Lee slapped the taste out of Seth Rollins' mouth. Seth Rollins is saying that CM Punk ain't nothing but trash, and she knows how to pick trash out of people. And then AJ slapping the world champion's face. But the world champion did not like that one bit. World champion wanted to do what he needed to do. Like I said, don't forget this Saturday we'll have WrestlePalooza predict the outcome special as well as the review all day. The morning we kick off and predict the outcome, and at the evening, throughout the middle of the countdown show, we'll have predict the outcome and the review. So it's gonna be a long, steady night. But Becky Lynch came from behind, did a manhandle slam on AJ, sent AJ down to the mat, and AJ didn't receive a bump. AJ did mention about she had got 2 neck surgeries, but will AJ Lee be ready? We will have to wait and see. AJ Lee gonna have to bring her A game coming forward. And we'll see. AJ Lee saying that she's ready. You know, we'll have Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch send a price, send a message. They're gonna be coming down. You know who coming up this Saturday as well. Looking forward to seeing that match as well. Also, too, we see that Rusev eyeing Dominic Mysterio. The Dominic Mysterio finally wins the coveted Middle A Championship, and he's still holding on to the Intercontinental Championship. Dominic calls himself the Mega Intercontinental Champion, and Rusev don't care about that. Rusev just want one thing, and that's the Intercontinental Championship. And Rusev wants that belt way one more than one. So we'll see how that's going to be playing out. Raw. Well, the main event for tonight's Raw will be a huge tag team match, as we know the Usos will be going against Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed at WrestlePalooza, but LA Knight's getting involved as well. So LA Knight, Adam Pearce made a match that it's going to be LA Knight against a partner of his choosing. LA Knight chose Jimmy, and LA Knight and Jay are still having tension. Tension still arises and erupts between these two. We know that these two want to make sure that they're on the same page. But LA Knight really causing division amongst the Uso brothers. LA picked Jimmy to be his partner rather than Jay. So a lot of stuff going on, a lot of moving parts going on as well. So we see that going that forward and stuff like that. So we see how that's going to go. We'll see the tag team match later on tonight. Well, you see right here, El Gran Americano pulled a fast one. He went against Dragon Lee. El Gran Americano did the unthinkable. And now I got 3 El Gran. I know who they are. It could be American Alpha, the Creed brothers. Creed brothers could be the ones donning that mask along with El Gran Americano. And they're trying to be doing what they can do. But like I said, the Creed brothers are that set in stone. So hey. Also, too, Stephanie Vakir was in action. Stephanie Vakir was in action. Stephanie won her match tonight over Kyrie Singh. Stephanie Vakir defeating Kyrie Singh tonight. And Stephanie Vakir getting herself prepared and ready. I think this is a test run for her being the next women's world champion as well for Stephanie. Well, we know that WrestlePalooza, Stephanie Vakir will meet Io Sky for the vacated women's championship. That's a match that I'm looking forward to seeing. Stephanie Vakir, even she can go. She has a perfect bosom, as well as the kiss of death that Stephanie Vakir likes to use and improvise. Stephanie Vakir could be on her way, on the road, on her way to doing that as well. So Stephanie Vakir setting up the notion that she is that. But we know Stephanie tomorrow will be on NXT for its homecoming. We just found out. We'll tell you a little bit later on the heat check that one of these ladies will not be in, be in action. We'll tell you that coming up a little bit later. Well, we told you this. There was a tag team. Well, before we get that, there's still some problems right there. A lack of communication amongst the damage control, Oscar, the Kabuki War, Oscar and Oscar and EO looks like they're gonna have a feud coming forward. We don't know when the feud's gonna start, but Stephanie Vicure wants to win the Women's World Championship. Well, so we see how that's gonna go down eventually. So Stephanie Vicure wants to do that. So we'll see what's going Stephanie's next move. But we can tell the tension between Oscar and EO is getting bigger and bigger by week to come. So we'll see how that's going to go down eventually between them. Well, um, we told you this right here. Um, this right here, the tag team match. As we know, the LA Knight did not choose Jay. He can't trust Jay. Well, LA Knight putting his faith in Jimmy. LA Knight and Jimmy taking on the team of Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. There's a lack of communications going on as well, as you see right here. I'm gonna show you right here, right quick. Um, LA Knight hitting that LA hit to Jay and leaving Jay motionless in the ring. LA Knight Jay really doing a number tonight and doing that number job tonight. That's how that was going to be as well. LA Knight sending Jay to the corner and doing that move, leaving Jay unconscious out throughout the whole entire match. I think Jay realized what was going on. LA Knight sent a message to Jay. He's coming for Jay one way or another. But like I said, you can tell what's going on, how it's going on eventually, stuff like that. So we'll see how this is gonna play out eventually coming forward. So hey, let's see. Well, that ends the Raw Ring report. Let's move over to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics are the heat check, I like to call it. We know that WWE champion Cody Rhodes will be in the house on SmackDown this week. Cody Rhodes will address his opponent at WrestlePalooza a day before the event, Drew McIntyre. Cody versus Drew McIntyre at WrestlePalooza, and Cody addresses what he's going to do to Drew after coming back from a lengthy, always sabbatical, filming that movie Street Fighter. So we see how that's going to go. Well, we told you earlier on during the show that gave you a tease that Stephanie Vicure will be at NXT Homecoming with Rhea Ripley. Stephanie and Rhea had their little confrontation earlier about if Rhea saying that Stephanie wins the belt, she's coming for the title versus that. Well, speaking who's not going to be there, on your far right, the WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton will not be in attendance. Tiffany Stratton, who had a match against Jade Cargill, suffered an injury, and then another injury from Nia Jax. So Tiffany Stratton won't be in attendance. I firmly believe either going to be EO Sky that's going to come out there. They're going to make more sense. EO Sky is going to come out there and try to be the tag team partner. That's what I'm thinking. We'll see tomorrow on NXT. Look forward to seeing them on the NXT Ring Report if that comes true for EO Sky, Stephanie Vicure, and Rhea Ripley. Right? They didn't want to rush in doing a triple threat match all sudden again on that go. Well, we're getting new reports about Andrade. Andrade no longer with WWE. Man, Andrade just got in WWE a year ago. Now he's gone. We heard problems about him being in AEW. He was having problems in AEW. That might not be the case. Andrade, I don't know what to say. A lot of people are speculating that Andrade and Charlotte probably didn't want to work with Andrade due to the ongoing tension or ongoing, since they had a divorce, it would have been awkward for them working together on the same brand, on the same show. We thought Andrade would have been moved over to Raw, a different show than Charlotte. That just wasn't the case. Andrade quietly left. Then there was more reports that he had a wellness policy issue that was going on. So we don't know for sure right now, but that's all we're getting gathering information as we learn about Andrade and what's next for Andrade and what's Andrade's next move going to be. Also, too, Toni Storm making a podcast saying that she'll never return to WWE, even if WWE wants that time to Toni Storm gimmick over there in AEW, from her AEW gimmick. Toni Storm saying that she won't bring it. She's going to be AEW Earth for life. Toni Storm saying she's going to stick around, women's champion from AEW, saying AEW give her freedom she really didn't have in WWE, and now she's finding a new way, new ground of that. So, hey, it is what it is with Toni Storm. But that was all the news from the Heat check and stuff that we gave you tonight. We're gonna leave you here on the Pro Wrestling Show with Jey Uso receiving the blunt force trauma from LA Knight. We don't know what this is gonna lead to with LA Knight and Jey Uso going forward. With that being, I've been your host, Kendrick Dick, saying so long. Thanks for watching the Pro Wrestling Show. We'll see you later.